Bitcoin has been crashing even more towards the downside, and this Bitcoin crash is literally horrible. It doesn't seem like it is stopping anytime soon at this current moment, but I do think that this is going to be a huge Bitcoin bear trap and that anytime soon we are about to reverse, because at that shorter time frame, we are creating a buy signal. We still do have a CME gap open above us and many more signals that are actually indicating that we should be looking for buy entries and that the Bitcoin charts are actually looking quite bullish at these current levels. So we need to be talking about that exactly. So can we once again push up the likes back above the 200 likes? That will be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's have a look into what's the short term. And first of all, yes, this morning we have once again started off with another dump back towards the downside. Yesterday we did see a little bit of a bounce to the upside, but actually today and tonight we actually saw this dump back towards the downside, causing us to create this bullish divergence on that 4-hourly time frame, and this is actually looking very good. Usually a signal like this is indicating a sign of a reversal, and at the same time we are still trading at major levels of support. Now I do think that because of that, it is going to be pretty likely that anytime soon we could be seeing this reversal back towards the upside. And at the same time, we are getting many more signals that are actually indicating the same exact thing. We need to be talking about that exactly. But first of all, yes, if we are going to be falling down below this level of support, well, in that case, we need to be having a look into what some lower targets. And in that case, I will definitely be flipping a little bit more bearish in the short term. Now, I definitely do not think that this is going to be likely at all. But if we are going to be seeing this breakdown, well, we are just going to be having a look into what's previous Bitcoin resistance right now turning into a support. A level like this one at the 52.7k, a level like this one at the 50k level, and after that we can be having a look into what's a 47.3k level. But in my opinion, I do not think that this is going to be very likely at all. I just think that we are going to be getting supported by this current support we are trading on. And well, I am going to be explaining exactly why. And first of all, you need to understand that we are still actually trading inside this uptrend. We are still holding our uptrending level of support. Of course, we did lose this uptrending level of support, and after dumping down below this level, well, we of course crashed even further towards the downside. But this one is still going to be very important. We are still holding above, and as long as we are going to be holding this uptrend, I do not think that we should be very worried. Rather, actually look for opportunities to buy in the market, because literally you are getting a pretty high discount right now for the Bitcoin price if you were to be buying right now. And even on altcoins, you are getting an even greater discount, because the altcoins have approximately went down with about 22%, while Bitcoin only has been going down with about 15% from the highs. But well, having a look into why I do not think you should be getting trapped right now. Well, first of all, in the short term, we are getting some signals that we might be reversing back towards the upside. We still have this CME gap above us open, and at the same time, we are getting this bullish divergence on that 4-hourly time frame. Now, on the larger time frames, we are also getting a lot of bullish signals. The Bitcoin funding rates have literally been flipping negative, and like you can be seeing all of the time, whenever the Bitcoin funding rates are actually flipping negative, this is generally a very good moment to buy in a Bitcoin bull market. And like you can be seeing in the previous cycle, all of the time, whenever this happened, well, all of the time, it was a very good moment to be buying up more Bitcoin and to be buying up the dip. And yes, these Bitcoin funding rates are right now actually very low, because liquidity has been getting flushed out of the market. You can be seeing at the open interest that literally it went down by minus 30%. This is a huge deal for Bitcoin. People are closing their Bitcoin long positions and are actually opening up short positions, causing the Bitcoin funding rate to once again go negative, which generally is a very good moment to buy. Now, on top of that, we can also be seeing that the majority of the liquidity is definitely starting to be created on that top side. If we are going to be looking at the 71.6k level, the 71.7k level, well, we still do have about $3 billion of short liquidation sitting at that level. And usually Bitcoin does tend to go towards where the majority of the liquidity is sitting at. Right now, it's definitely towards the top side. So most likely we are just going to be grabbing that liquidity towards the upside. On top of that, getting many signals that we are indeed going to be seeing a bounce and a bottom anytime soon. And on top of that, we are still holding our major levels of support. So I do not think there should be any reason to really be panicking right now in the short term. So well, if you do want to be taking advantage of this Bitcoin dip, you can be buying this dip and claim a $2,000 trade over on Bybit. On top of that, you can be claiming this $40,000 deposit bonus by clicking on that link down below, sign up a new account on Bybit, and this is literally just going to be free money, free capital, which you can be deploying in towards the market. So it is literally going to be a no-brainer to be claiming this free deal. Without this link, it is only going to be $400 and you cannot be claiming this free trade. Now, if Bybit is not going to be available in your country, make sure to check out these other options also down below. Now, anyways, moving on, having a look into what's the maximum correction, in my opinion, we could be seeing from off this point. Well, the average correction this cycle has been of about minus 20%. Every single correction has been minus 20%. So that is why I do think that we are not going to be dumping down below that 59k level. Maybe we can be seeing a bit of a liquidity grab down below this level of support, but I do not think that we are going to be coming down below that 59k level. I just do not see any reason that we are going to be seeing like a minus 30% or a minus 40% correction from off this point we are currently trading at. So yeah, that is why I do think that you should not be shaken out at this current moment. If we are going to be having a look at the weekly time frame, we are still looking very good, literally flipping our previous resistance right now in towards support. On that weekly time frame, it is looking very good. And also on the total crypto market cap, excluding of course Bitcoin, so having a look in towards the altcoins, well, it is also very much looking like this is going to be that final shakeout, just like in the previous cycle, before we are going to be headed off and blasting towards the upside. It does look very similar, these 2 points right here. So that is why I'm saying, do not get shaken out right now. It is looking very good. It is looking very bright. I do think that this Bitcoin dump is going to be a huge Bitcoin bear trap. But anyways, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I will see you in another update video tomorrow morning.